Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a playthrough and review of the solo mode in Shallow Sea, the latest from Bad Comet Games. A disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our weekly podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So Shallow Sea is primarily a tile-laying game. You're trying to build the best coral reef and earn the most victory points at the end. And it's a pretty straightforward game. You are drafting with the other players from a central supply of tiles and fish, but at least in our games, we haven't had that much hate drafting or really even paying attention to what the other people are drafting a lot of the time. So in my experience, it's a pretty chill multiplayer game, which is nice because the solo game is basically beat your own score. I should say beat your own score with scenarios and challenges. And it doesn't really have a bot. Nobody's messing with you. You pretty much just have free reign to take whichever stuff you want to build the best coral reef you can. Now, in the base game, they have a bunch of ways to play solo. You can do achievements. That's what I'm doing right now. You can also just do basic difficulty ones where you can use any components. And they also have these modified game rules where you have extra challenges. And then they sent me the first expansion, which has some scenarios for solo. I haven't tried those yet, though, but that adds even more ways to play. But the main way I'm playing, again, is the achievement scenarios. So they have 15 of these, and I beat the first two easy ones pretty easily, so I'm jumping all the way to number 6, the first normal ranked one. Now watch, I'll just get destroyed. So it's going to tell me exactly which sea life tiles to use. You'll see that in a second. Exactly which ecosystem cards to use to give endgame scoring. It has an extra objective, which the first ones didn't. I have to complete 4 different sea life tiles within the outer spaces of my ocean. And I have a target score I have to beat 165, and yeah, things just get harder from there. So lots of ways to change up the way the game is played. But the core gameplay of the game is super simple. You've got 2 types of tiles. There are coral tiles, which have a victory point value and a color here in the center. And then they have colors around some of their sides, 2, 3, or 4 of them. And they'll go into these little spots. And when you get every single side filled with fish go on these little bubbles with the colors matching. Like here, the clownfish has to be on the orange spot. This purple fish has to be on the purple spot. Once all of those are fulfilled, then you flip the coral over, and now it's actually earning you 9 points at the end of the game. And then you also have to take one of the fish that helped to complete it and put it on here, which frees up more spaces, but means you can't use that fish anymore, but also some of the things we'll be looking for where your fish are. The other type of tiles are sea life tiles, which cannot be completed in and of themselves. They don't care about which fish are around them. Instead, for them, you're paying attention to coral tiles that are completed around them. Like this one wants to have 3 coral tiles in that configuration. And you can rotate tiles when you put them out. So like here, if I had that, I could have a coral tile here and a coral tile here. And they either want fish of the same type or fish of different types or coral of the same type or of different types. So for this one, it wants each of those coral tiles to have a different fish on it. If that happens, we get to flip it over. We have some nice sea life that have joined our coral reef, and we get this many victory points. But sea life tiles can give you partial scoring. So here, this little 2 with a star means that for each of these I complete, I'll get 2 points. So even if I only get 2 out of the 3, it'll still be worth 4. So it's a little bit more forgiving. So that's what you're trying to do in the game. Get these coral tiles, these fish, and these sea life tiles out to score them. But how your actual turn works is super simple. You pick one tile and the matching fish. So I could take this sea life tile and this yellow guy, or this coral tile and this purple guy. And then you place them in either order, the fish first or the tile first. And everything has to stay connected. So like if my first tile is here, I can't put my next tile over here. They have to be in one of the surrounding spaces. And similarly, fish have to be next to existing tiles. They can't just be off in the middle of the ocean. Now, I can modify those basic actions, taking a tile and a fish, placing them out, by using these seashells. For one seashell, I can discard an entire row and redraw to give me different options. And also for one seashell, I can pick a fish that's not in the same column as the tile I take. So I could take like this yellow guy and this coral instead of the one that's next to him. And you get seashells back whenever you complete any tile, whenever a sea life or coral is flipped. You start with 2, though. Now, you also have these ecosystem cards. Again, in the solo scenario, they tell you which ones to use. So in this scenario, I've got Borders of Diversity. I get 2 points for every sea life or coral tile in my outer locations that is different from any other sea life or coral tile there. And remember, my objective already is to have 4 different completed sea life tiles out on these outskirts. So that's going to get me 8 extra points as well. And I want to do as much of that as I can. Whereas usually, like, you're kind of working in the middle. So this is going to change things up quite a bit. And I've also got the coral duo ecosystem. For every pair of red, yellow, purple, or green coral, every pair of the same color, I'm going to get 3 victory points at the end. Now, the only special rule for solo are lion fishermen is actually a boost. Anytime you need to spend seashells, you can instead draw a fish from the fish bag. There's a bag for each type of tile and then a bag for the fish. And you put it on this card. The first 2 times you do that, it's free. Any fish you do it afterwards are worth -2 victory points each. But this gives you extra shells to spend. So I could put a fish here instead of spending 1 shell. I could put 2 fish here instead of spending 2 shells. And I should mention there is one final use for shells. For 2 shells at any point in your turn, you can take a fish that's not already on a coral tile and move it to anywhere else in your reef that is legal for it to be placed. Which can be really nice once you've used a fish to complete a tile over here, but now it's just sitting there kind of being useless, and you can move it somewhere else. And let's see, any other details I should tell you? So this final scoring. Oh, that's right. You do get 2 victory points for every different sea life that you get by the end of the game, which, don't forget, will also help me with Borders of Adversity. If they're on the outside, will also help me with my objective. And then finally, you score for all the fish that aren't on coral. A number of points for each fish equal to the completed coral adjacent to it. So here, this yellow fish, what is that, a yellow tang? I don't know fish very well. They do explain all the species in the book. But yeah, here they would earn 2 points for me because they're next to 2 completed coral. All right, with all that explained, it's actually a super fast game. So if all the rules make sense, let's jump in and play it, and then I'll have my review at the end. So to start out the game, I get to pick one of the sea life tiles. So I've got one that wants different fish. These ones that have arrows pay attention to any tiles in the 2 indicated directions, or sometimes 1 indicated direction. And they don't have to be in a row. They can be mixed between the 2 directions. But here, this dude would want 4 different fish. So just completing coral and putting different fish on it should be pretty easy. Oh, and actually, I've got 2 of these dudes that want different fish there too. So theoretically, I could put this guy there and then get I don't know, one of these over here. And complete, use the same fish to do both. Although I guess that other one wouldn't be on the outskirts. That might not be as good. Oh, I could do that and that and do 3. I like that combo a lot, which is making me lean towards taking this guy. This one wants 4 different coral. So basically the exact same thing, except coral instead of fish, although they are worth more victory points. Now, I can see that 3 of the 5 starting coral tiles are red. You can freely discard the entire row if there's 4 of a kind of fish or coral. Saying coral is making me think of Carl from The Walking Dead. Carl. Anyway, that was a terrible Andrew Lincoln impression. But yeah, so maybe the fish one will be easier because I have 1 of each color of fish. There's 4 colors of fish, 4 colors of coral. And then this one wants the same fish, which does not currently align as well. So yeah, I'm going to take this dude, put him here with my little plan. Then I refill. After each of your turns, you refill. So here we got, this one's pretty easy. A seahorse that just wants the same fish, 2 in a line, which could go well with my little sea turtle. Is that a sea turtle? That is not a sea turtle at all. What is that guy? But anyway, yeah, that could work pretty well. But yes, now we go into our first turn. So I want to get 3 different fish going on over here. And you might notice that coral always includes the fish that matches its color. So you'll always have clownfish with the red anemones, maybe they are. You'll always have some purple fish needed for the purple ones, green for the green, but then other colors kind of branch out from there. And it's great if you can use the same fish for multiple uses. Speaking of that, I'm seeing orange and green here, orange and green here. They're different corals, different fish. Maybe I can make that work. Well, let's try it out. Let's get this one first. And I want to be pointing towards where other stuff will go. So let's put it... oh, that's right. They have to go like that. Let's put it like that. I want to leave the outskirts free for sea life, if possible. And I'll take the clownfish, not going to use a shell yet, and I'll put him right there where we know he's needed. And so I can choose, this is an option, I can choose at the beginning of my turn to discard all 4 of those without spending a shell because there are 4 reds. I don't know if I need to do that yet, but I definitely might want to do it later. But here, let's do what I was thinking. So we'll get that one, and now green is doing double duty. The second you complete a tile, well, not the second, sorry. It's not actually immediate. By the end of your turn, because if you complete multiple things, you can decide the order, you have to flip it over and move a fish onto it. So I have completed this with a green there and an orange there. I'm going to go like that and move the orange over, because clearly I still want to use the green to finish this one. And then I can put the green or the yellow when that one's completed on top to get closer to this guy being done and to set up for me to put this guy in as well. Oh, and can't forget to get a shell from completing a tile. Okay, we don't have the 4 of a kind for red anymore, or orange, whatever it is. So ideally I want something here that's going to also need an orange there, right? I could keep it easy and do, you can see the ones that are easier to complete are worth fewer victory points. Oh, and I didn't say, the game ends once you've placed enough tiles to only have 4 empty ones left. So you always fill all but 4 of your tiles. Yeah, getting that would be pretty easy. I could use a double orange here, although that would only give me an option of putting orange and green on it when I finish it, which means I would have to put the yellow on this one, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That would still let me complete those sea life I'm going for. So, sure, why not? Let's grab this guy, and we'll do it like that and like that. So we just need a yellow here and a green here, and we have a setup to complete all of them. Now, this is where moving a fish, by the way, could be useful. If I put a yellow here and move the yellow onto that, the green still be sitting here. I could spend 2 shells to send him over there to complete that coral. And we got another red. They're really popular, although still not 4. And okay, we got more yellows. We got a single green, so we need to have all the fish we need to finish the current stuff. So what I need a yellow and I need a green. I mean, I might as well, yeah, let's do this the simple way. So I'll go ahead and get this sea life and this yellow. Still not going to pay extra shells, so I can do whatever order I want. Doesn't really matter here. I'll put that there. I'll put the yellow here, complete. We need to put the yellow on this if we're going to have different fish like we planned. So boop. By the way, just to note, this does not count as an exterior space for my objectives for the Borders of Diversity. See, they can show you it's all the other spaces going around. Okay, that gets me a shell. I'm getting close to my max of 5, so let's go ahead and spend 2 of them to send Greenie over here, flip this over, getting us another shell, putting green on it. Hey, we've got 3 different fish in the correct configuration, so we also completed whatever that horrible thing is. We get another shell. We're cooking over here. It's going great. And this dude does still need, in this direction, because this direction is already finished, 1 more different fish, which importantly, there are only 4 types of fish in the game, so we need to have a purple fish. That's what needs to happen here. That's going to be 2 of my 4 required sea life. So I want to start planning what my next one is going to be for my objective. And so I got this guy. 3 of the same coral in a row. It's kind of tough. 2 of the same fish in a row. That's pretty easy, potentially. I could just like put it here. Oh, I guess here, like on the exterior, or even here. And just get like another orange fish somewhere up there. That would already be done. Now, by the way, I could get another one of these and immediately score them. It'd be worth 7 victory points. It's probably worth doing, but it's not going to be on the outskirts. It's not going to be a different sea life type, so it's not going to score me much. But, you know, a straight up immediately completed tile is pretty much never a bad thing. But for now, let's look at getting a purple boy going on. So there are no matches with the purple fish and something that actually needs purple to finish up this dude. I could spend 1 of my shells to take mismatched ones if I wanted. Oh, or wait, this thing I was talking about, I can get that, put it out there. Whoops, already done. Good job. And get the purple fish as part of the bargain. Who do I want to do? I've got a clownfish sitting around. I can move them there. I've got a ton of shells. So maybe I get like the purple here, planning to do another purple there, and the clownfish moved there. Ooh, and then that would leave me a clownfish here that I could potentially put a new coral in here to use, put him on top, seahorse it up. I'm liking that. And all right, who do we have? Another, oh no, it's different. It's 3 equal ones. Okay. I mean, these would both be pretty easy to do, right? If I can get this guy like here and this guy here, bam, 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 get 3 of the same coral, good to go. We would already have our objective completed. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, so what do I want? I wanted that. I don't want the green guy at all, though. I could use a shell to get that new. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll spend a shell to be able to take this and a non-matching fish. Put that there. Let's spend 2 more shells. You got to spend to win. To move our friend over here, which immediately completes this and gets me a shell back. I'll put this purple one on top since this one's kind of more in the mix. Or maybe, there's a purple and orange, or these purple and orange. Yeah, so actually I'll leave him there and move this guy on top. Because of that, I now have 4 different fish for our friend here. That's a whale, some kind of whale. Mike is so knowledgeable about sea creatures. All right, so I got almost all my shells right back. That was awesome. Yeah, and score-wise, I think I'm doing well. Okay, and yeah, I want to get something here. I mean, I could take that and just move the purple, or for more points, I could get that. Maybe spend a shell to get the orange there, and then just wait until another purple shows up. I like that option better. 9 points is a lot. So we'll go there. And I spent a shell to be able to take a different fish. So we'll go there. And we just need 1 purple to finish him up. And we'll see when that shows up. Okay, yeah, so if we had 4 of a kind, like if we had 4 yellow fish here, we could discard them all for free. I can, of course, also spend a shell to get rid of them. But it's okay. What do I want to do here? I liked my idea of the multiple coral thing going on here. Which type of coral? So there's only 9 of each fish color. I think that's right, 9. Yeah, 9 of each fish color in the bag in solo. So I can see that there have already been a ton of clownfish, like almost half of them out. Whereas I have a lot of yellow fish available, but not any yellow coral. I've not had a single yellow coral come out. I'm just trying to figure out which color would be easiest. Because I've done 1 green. I'm about to do my 3rd red, which means clearly there ain't a lot of red to go around anymore. And I've done 1 purple. So yes, yellow would be theoretically the easiest to do my plan with the seahorse and the octopus or squid or, oh my gosh, Mike, learned something. Again, though, just to note, the book has a lovely index to avail yourself of knowledge. Look, that dude was a migaloo. Migaloo, a white humpback whale, first discovered in 1991. Now I know. And let's see, what are they? Clownfish, a white-edged lyre-tail, an orange-spotted filefish. He's green and he's orange-spotted. He's purple and he's white-edged. Come on now. And the fox-face rabbitfish. That's not a yellow tang. That's not a yellow tang at all. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Anyway, where the heck was I? Right. Plans. I want to try to get yellow going. And they're building yellow fish here. So, that's theoretically possible. Although, there's 2 greens. I've only used 1 so far. And they all need yellow and green, of which I have those in abundance. So let's try to make that work for our 3. We can just get 1 more green tile and... Oh, wait, shoot. How was I planning to do it? Because if I do that and do 3, there's nowhere for the seahorse to go. What the heck was... Oh, and the seahorse doesn't even... No, that's right. It was this dude. That's what it was. Green, 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 green. Okay. Forget seahorse. I was confused. Okay. So yeah, let's start out with let's start out with this cheaper one. We can connect it there. Can I get, I can. Oh yeah, there we go. That would be a perfect match next time. So I'll put them there. Easy peasy. If a purple comes out, I'm going to grab it, is what I was about to say. And then purple came out, because I still need the purple for that. And it's another green. Hey, this is working out better than I thought. Although I can't put that tile there yet. So let's grab the yellow first. Oh, shoot. But if I put the yellow down right away, I'm going to finish the tile, and I won't have the yellow for the other tile. And, yeah, sorry. Just to explain what I'm saying, if I I wanted to pick this up and have a perfect match there. But if I put the yellow there, I immediately finish this and I'll have to steal one of those fish away. So, as dumb as it might be, I'm going to spend a shell. I'm going to still get this tile for my tile placement, but the shell's going to allow me to get the purple to finish this bad boy off. Why do I want to do that, by the way? What was I looking for? Oh, that's what the seahorse was for. It's for the clownfish combo over here. I'm actually going to move this clownfish on because this one's going to be getting me 3 points for 3 completed coral at the end of the game. Or I can always pay to move him. And this purple's getting 3 points as well. So yeah, we complete that. Boop. Get that. And we do that. And we're ready for the seahorse to come in and score immediately. All right, I still need another green. That ain't it. Because if I can get the green on first... Then I can get the yellow, and you can choose what order to do it in, so I can pull the green first, and then pull the yellow onto that, and we'll complete them both nicely. Man, all we got is yellow and orange, huh? Yellow and orange. Well, I can get that green dude to finish that. I could get that green dude. I put that like that. Maybe spend a shell to get, or spend 2 shells to move the purple over there. I don't know. It's using up my shells quite a bit, isn't it? But I'm going to get a free one back from the seahorse. All right, so what if I spend 1 to get this and this dude? I'm going to put it like that, like that. I'm going to spend 2 more. God help me to get this purple that's not scoring much for me at all yet. Boom. So then the green would let me flip that. And then I can do the yellow to flip that. Okay. I mean, if a green fish decides to come, hey, green fish, I am happy to see you. Although, are you on something I need? Not really. Now I'm getting all the green tiles. I don't need any more green tiles. So I wanted to put that guy there. That would get me a yellow, which I don't want yet. I don't have any shells. I could put the seahorse there. and get a yellow I don't want yet. I can put, where was it? This dude here and get an orange I don't want. I mean, I can just like put a fish somewhere for the future and assume that I'll get around to him eventually. Oh, I totally forgot about the coral duo thing, but I mean, 4 green, so that's already a bonus choice. 3 red, so 1 more would be good. I want to get like another purple if I can, so I should be thinking about that. Oh, and here's a nice purple red. So if I get a clownfish like there, that'd be fine. So let's take this one that I know I want and the clownfish. Let's put it there. And, oh, I can't put this there yet. What am I thinking? Hold on. Because it wouldn't be adjacent to any tiles, Mike. You can't just cheat. Well, I really want the green, right? That's going to like make my whole chain cascade be good. And then I can get the yellow that I've been wanting. So do I want this dude? I need to have every color. So green, purple, red. If I get a yellow here, he'd be done. Oh, no, that's where I want the squid dude to go. So never mind. I'll get this and this, whatever. So first, I'm going to put this down, completing our friend here. I can do the purple or the... I was thinking I might get that, right? Which means I could kind of use both of them, but I feel like this guy's going to be less useful. Okay, so I'll do that. Gets me a shell back. Yay for that. And then where do I want this to go? Oh, interesting. I could like put it there and just move. Oh, no, that's where I need the dude to go for my entire thing. Should I put it here for just like some random future green fish to complete? Why not? It might be fine. Who knows? All right, but now I should be able to do quite a few things that I actually want to do, right? Because I want to get this guy, and the yellow fish is now fine. Because I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to put the yellow fish here. So first, we're flipping you, putting the green on it, 1 shell. Then we're flipping you and putting, I don't really care, do I? Yeah, I don't know. Put the yellow on it. Yeah, because that needs a green, so I might move the green. Okay, then that completes this guy, so that gets me another shell. And I'm ready to put seahorse here and other thing here when I get a chance. And gosh, it's going to give me... I'm really close to the end of the game. Like I said, it is not a long play at all. Keeps things snappy, even at higher player counts. Okay, so what do I want to do with the fish? Well, let's see. If I get this guy here, I can get a yellow for free. If I get this guy here, I can get a yellow for free. And I got like a green and purple kind of sitting around. What needs all that is yellows. I mean, I guess that coral, but I don't have any clownfish. There's not very many left in the game in general. I mean, I could also just like put fish in places that'll score for me. But I'm probably going to complete a bit more coral, right? I mean, for my pairing up, I'd like another red. I'd like another purple. I guess I'd like another green. Do yellow exist, by the way? Where are the yellow coral? Okay, yeah, I just went in the bag and drew out 4 of them. So apparently they're there. I'm just not shuffling well. All right, I don't know. Let's get this guy and the yellowfish. So he's immediately completed from the 2, the clownfish. I don't know what to do with this. I can redo all the coral and try to get more options. I just hate to push this down, not knowing what I need yet, but I don't know. Hey, let's go there. It's next to 2 corals. Like worst case scenario is worth some points that way. All right. And then, well, let's do this. I'm going to discard. So whenever you spend a shell to get one of the rows, you take those things, you put them to the side for a moment, you redraw, and then you put them in the relevant bags. You're not going to like get the same tiles you just got rid of. All right, we got a purple, yellow, I knew you existed, and yellow again. Almost enough to get a free shuffle. Are any of them yellows that I like? Because I was thinking like yellow-green would be great. Yellow-green not facing the right direction. Okay. Oh, I need a green guy over there? I forgot about that. Oh, I could just send him over anytime I want, couldn't I? Which means that the green wouldn't necessarily need to stay a green over there. Well, here we've got yellow and angelfish. Okay, so what if I get this and this, right? And put this there as planned. So boom. I don't know what that is either. Okay, and then this dude. Well, I'm going to spend 2 of these to send this over here, finish that, get one of the 2 shells back. I'm still about to put the angelfish down. Or not the clownfish. I don't know which of you I care about. I mean, the purple's next to 2 things. The green's only next to 1. the yellow. I can get that yellow and move the green over. None of the, I guess that yellow wants a purple, but doesn't want a clownfish. Yeah, I'm gonna put the purple on top. And then if I put the clownfish here, I just need to get another yellow to complete that. That seems pretty smart. All right, just checking in. I've already got 5 different sea life things on the exterior, so I'm good for my objective. And I've completed literally everything on the board. Now I'm only putting down 3 more tiles, so I want to make those count if I can. I did get another one of these buddies. That would perfectly and immediately be finished because it's using the exact same thing. So that's a free 7 victory points. So that's definitely one of my last 3. Our yellow friend here can be another one. Oh, and that's okay. Let's do this. Sorry, I just saw that there's a yellow fish here. So I'll go ahead and put that down in preparation for that. But this again gets immediately completed and we get that. So yeah, if that yellow one is 1, I can just get 1 more. We'll see what will score for us. Oh gosh, I forgot about... Sorry, I always forget about the lionfish in solo because when I'm playing multiplayer, it's not an option. I can't use shells. Like that one time that I had no shells and I really wanted to get a different fish and tile, I could have easily done that without even a negative. The first 2 are free. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I definitely want him, but I need to set up my final something. Is there any sea life I can finish? 3 of the same fish. There's no way that's happening. 1 of each. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I really never set up for same fish stuff to happen. So if that's the case, can I just get a final coral completion? So if I grab this one, I would have a random purple or something else, and I could have most of these fish still sitting around. That one would be easy to do, right? So let's go for that. So I'll get this, and so it's yellow, yellow, purple. So I'll put the purple here. That's done, which gets me a coral. And I need 1 of these yellows, but not the other one. So I'll put that dude there, because this one's worth 3 points to me. And that's the thing I can use the lionfish for, and any extra shells I have at the end for, because they aren't worth any points. I can just move the fish to the most advantageous positions possible. Okay, then I'll get these 2 as planned. Boop, boop, beep. Final tile completed. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's use some of these to move guys around. So where can I move a fish that's going to be worth more? Well, actually, every fish I have is adjacent to 3 coral, which is the best I can do. Oh, no, there's going to be 4 coral here. Oh, but that, yes, maybe it doesn't really matter. So I'm doing that. I can't hold another shell. And I'll put this guy in because he's in the worst spot. And then next to 3, next to 4, next to 3, next to 3. That's a 3, and this guy's only next to 2, so let's spend 2 of these to send him. Oh, you! What are you doing over there? You're not worth much at all, are you? Let's spend 2 more shells to bring him here. There we go. That's ideal. I think every fish that's left is in a great spot. I mean, I think I've maximized my score to the max possible. No lionfish. Sorry, lionfish. Let's calculate and see how we did. And I did have 4+ sea life tiles within the 12 outer spaces, and I need a 165. That seems doable. All right, so first you calculate for each of the ecosystem cards. So for the coral duo, I've got 2 pairs of green. That's 6. 1 pair of yellow. That's 9. No pairs of purple, 1 pair of orange. That's 12. That was pretty poor. That was not great. But this one should be awesome. Oh, although I forgot about the coral, because it's coral and sea life. So borders of diversity. I've got green coral, whatever that dude is. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types. Is that right? I mean, I've got 8 things on the outside, and all but 1 of them is different from the others. So yeah, so that's 14 points. Yeah, I feel like that wasn't enough either. Okay, then to keep it simple, you count each row and total up the points for flipped over things or partially completed sea life. So 5 in the top, a lot over here. That's 28, 33, 16, 23, 30. And then what's this one? 21 from the 3 sevens, 31. And finally, 22. Okay, now I get a bonus for every single different sea life I completed. So for this one, but not the double. For this one, but oh man, I doubled up 2. And that's 2 points each. Yeah, I feel like I might have gone a little bit too coral heavy here. And I don't really benefit from that as much as I should have. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Is that really it? Ouch, man. Okay, and then my fish should be pretty good. So 3 adjacent completed coral, 6, 10 with 4, 13, 16, 19. All right, let's total it all up and see if I hit 165, my goal. All All right, if I counted that right, 176. That was closer than I thought. The last time I beat the goal by like 50 points, but I was playing on an easy scenario, not a normal one. But yeah, not too bad. Probably if I remembered my lionfish, I could have done a little bit better. I didn't quite capitalize on everything I could have. But there you go. That is Shallow Seas solo mode, although once again, I'll say there are many ways to play it. And let's get into what I think of the game. So first of all, it's been a big hit with my wife, a big hit with my 13-year-old. They both really enjoy it. Because as you can see, it's pretty straightforward while still being a little thinky, and it really gives a nice feeling of combo-ness. Like putting down a fish and then ending up using that fish in 2 or 3 different coral flips, and then those coral flipping allowing you to complete your sea life forms. All that feels really good. Like it's a nice, satisfying, rewarding play, where clever placement, clever combos really makes you feel like you did some cool stuff. But the actual turns are very fast. You can see that the solo game is lightning fast, like 20 to 30 minutes. And multiplayer isn't that much worse because usually you can be picking which tile you want and which fish you want while other people are taking their turn. Now, of course, they might discard the entire row with a shell. They might take the exact fish or whatever you were looking for. So sometimes you will have to rethink your turn. But in our plays at 2 and 3 player, we have not played 4. We found that things have tended to go pretty smoothly and the game doesn't last more than an hour maybe. And I think the game is very forgiving. I love the shell. They give you some nice choices. So even if the random draw does kind of mess you up, you don't have any of the color you want, you can spend a single shell and often get what you need. I mean, not 100% of the time, but if you put all 5 fish in the bag, the chance of not getting just one of the color that you want is pretty low. So there is some RNG, but I have not found it punishes us too much. Although the one thing I will note is that we have had games. Oh, look. I had 3 yellows in a row. I mean, it was too late. I didn't have any more space. But yeah, the one thing I found is that sometimes you will get sea life forms coming out that perfectly match stuff that's already there. But the thing is, you know which sea life forms are going into the bag, so you kind of know which combos are possible. So you can even set up for them before the sea life comes out once you get better at the game and kind of know the tiles better. So I think that's going to feel less random and more just part of the strategy as you play the game more. But I think beginners might get annoyed if they're not the one benefiting from the tiles coming out randomly and being the exact thing that somebody needs to, just put a tile down without any extra thought and earn 7 points immediately. As for the variation in game, the diversity of plays, I do think these ecosystem cards make you focus on different things. Like here, you really want to build on the outside. Other cards will make you really want to build on the inside. This makes you more coral focused. Something else might make you more sea life focused. And there are a whole bunch of these cards. And then there are more that came with the base game. And then, of course, there's the expansion with even more options and more ways to score. Now, that being said, you're still kind of following similar strategies each game, and you fill almost your entire board, and in our games, we've almost always flipped most of our tiles. I don't usually flip all my tiles except in solo, where you have free reign over stuff. So it's not really a mean game, and you are going to have success every game. That might make it feel a bit more samey play to play, but again, I think it also makes it more of a feel-good experience to get to the table. And I will note that the Shallow Sea expansion appears to, again, I haven't actually played it yet, but just looking through it, it appears to give you more limitations in solo, because in the basic scenarios you probably saw here that often you can kind of make things happen if you take a little time and are clever with where you place your stuff. So having more restrictions and having more requirements on what you do and what you don't do, I think could make the solo play even more exciting, but I don't think you really need that for the multiplayer play. It's a nice family weight little tile laying game. Well, I say family weight, but you can see you do have to be thinking of multiple turns ahead. You do have to be putting fish down to combo into different things. So I wouldn't play this with my 9-year-old necessarily, but a good game for older kids and family members. But there we go, Shallow Sea, definitely a recommend. I enjoy this one. I don't like it necessarily as much as Life of the Amazonia and Wondrous Creatures. I think those games are awesome, whereas this one is just pleasant and fun and nice. But still, Bad Comet continues their string of 3 in a row of games I have enjoyed. So thanks for watching, everybody, and a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Steve Wren, Pedro Lucas, Miles, KCW, Andrew R., and Chris C. We'll see you at the next stop.